What's going on, guys? I just thought I'd give a quick little look at the new addition to my circular saw collection. This is the first look. Just going to go over pretty much the basics, try to do it quick for you. This weekend, I'm going to go out, use it, get some vids of me cutting with it, doing different stuff. But I just wanted to do a quick overview on the saw itself. So when you open the saw. Now, the only way to get this saw is with a combo kit. As far as I know, you can't get it, as a bare tool as of yet. I think it comes in two different kits. It comes in the 5-tool kit. I believe that Home Depot sells. I think it's $499, and I think it comes with a kit with an impact. I'm not sure about the second one, but as of right now, it just comes with the combo kits. Comes with this nice framing blade, 24 teeth, carbide teeth, 5 1/8 arbor. The reason why this saw is, kind of impressive, not only because, it's a great value, Ridgid, you get the lifetime warranty, as long as you, register it online, is that you get this 7 1/4 blade. So pretty much it's a full-size blade. No more of the 6 1/4 to 6 1/2 blades that a lot of these cordless circular saws run on. You're getting a full circular saw blade. A lot of the blades that the corded circular saws use. And another great feature about using a blade this size is the cost. Believe it or not, the 7 1/4 blades are cheaper and they're easier to get, than the 7 1/4 and the 7 1/2 blades. But comes with a nice blade. I'm sure you can upgrade if you want to go with a Diablo or anything like that. I probably would recommend that, but as of now, when I do use this cutting, I want to use this blade. Let me pause it while I put it on. I just wanted to show it to you real quick, not on the tool itself. So let me just pause it. Okay, so I just got the blade on. Real simple. Put the blade on. Any circular saw, it's real simple. There's just a nut here, and then there's a bolt you got to screw on. It's just two little bolt and a screw. You're ready to go. Just in case anyone's never worked with a circular saw, real simple to do. Bolt and a screw, and you're ready to go. The reason why I'm doing this quick look before I do the cutting is I don't want to waste any time with going over the whole tool. This is just a quick little look. This weekend I hope to get it out there and to do some cutting with it, showing you different, things that it can do. But, here it is. It's a great saw. The first thing I want to let you know is what makes it a little bit different than most of the cordless circular saws is that the blade is on the right side of the tool, which, a lot of the cordless circular saws, they have the blade on the left side. But most corded have it on the right. So, I think that's what Ridgid's plan was with this saw, was to kind of make it as close to a corded, circular saw as they can. And I think that's what they did. It's a great saw. You got all, this is all metal here, not plastic. You got a steel bevel, which, is awesome, Pretty much all of them are made out of steel, but this is like a real nice thick steel. The thing though, it adds to the weight of the tool. It's not a light tool. It's 10.8 pounds, so it's probably one of the heaviest ones on the market right now. I put the battery in already. Real simple. I love the way Ridgid's batteries are. I talked about that in the past. You just squeeze these two buttons in, on and off. But this is where you put the battery. It's in the back, out of the way. Most of them have them in different areas, but most of them are in the back. But, we'll go over a couple of things. The things I like are the detent pins. The detent pins are right here. Really, really cool. They make it real simple, real easy. Say you want it at 30 degrees. You lift up, put it right there at 30. Push it down. Now you're cutting at a 30-degree angle, as you can see, right there. And then to go back, to normal. You just lift up, lock it down, lock the pin down, and you're back to normal. Now you see that light is coming on. The thing about this is, not only does it have a LED light, which is awesome. A lot of circular saws do not have a LED light, but it's kind of like their other tools. They have this little area in the back that, as soon as you put your hand on the grip, to start it, you're pressing this, the light is going to go on. So as soon as you grip this tool, I'm telling you, that light is going to go on. But it's cool, like again, if you're in a dark space and you kind of got to navigate around, as long as you have your hand on that grip, it acts like a flashlight, So that's pretty cool. Let's get back to the detent pin in the back. You got two. Now this is going to do your depth of cutting. It has a maximum cut capacity of 2 7/8. So it cuts real deep. That's where that 7 1/4 blade comes into it. You got a 6 1/4, 6 1/2. You're not going to be able to make those deeper cuts. But say you don't need to go that deep. You're trying to do something a little different. You got to cut a piece of wood a little bit more shallow. Right here's the detent pin. You lift up, and there you go. Wherever you want it at. If you're, got something real shallow, you only need to cut 1 inch. You leave it there. Push this down. Lock. And as you can see now, you're only cutting at this depth, which is cool. So, real simple detent pins and stops. I like it. And then, to go back to normal, just push it down. And then you take this pin and you lock it down. Just like that. So, that's cool. It has a real cool grip handle. Like I said, it's on the left side because the blade's on the right side. It might take a lot of people a little getting used to, because if they work with a lot of the cordless tools, they're used to the blade being on this side. But I think it lets you see a little bit better, especially with that LED light. You can really, really see, where you're cutting. And one of the great things about this is the dust ejection port. Now, what that does is it clears your whole area of cutting for you. So all the dust that would come in the front, kind of getting in the way, of where you're looking. You're looking down, and there's debris and dust. You can't see your lines where you're going. This circular saw shoots it all to the back. I mean, you'll see me when I cut. You'll see all the debris, all the dust coming out the back end, just taking it away from the front, which is really, really cool. It's a real prosumer saw. I mean, like I said, a lot of people they're going to get hung up on stupid stuff. Oh, it has a plastic blade guard. Most of them have that. It's not a big deal. I've dropped many circular saws, and this doesn't crack. And especially on the Ridgid, hey, if it cracks, go bring it, to Home Depot or to your local service center. They'll give you a new one. They'll put a new one on, guaranteed for life. As long as you register it, you're ready to go. Lifetime warranty. So, it's not a big thing. And the reason why they go with plastic, I think a lot, these companies, is, they want to keep the saw as light as possible. I'm not saying aluminum's real heavy and it's going to add a lot of weight to it, but, I'm sure they want to keep the cost down as much as they can, and they want to keep the weight down as much as they can. Not a big issue for me. I think this is really a good prosumer saw. I mean, a lot of the construction guys, I talked to the guy at Home Depot. He sells a ton of these. Not this saw in particular, because the only way to get this saw is to buy the combo kit. But he sells a lot of Ridgid stuff. And he told me, you don't know how much stuff I sell of Ryobi. I sell a lot of Ryobi to these construction guys. I mean, they make a great product. And, Ridgid's owned by Milwaukee, Ryobi, same company. But, yeah, it's a real good circular saw. And I'm really excited to show you what it can do. Right here's the Allen wrench. They got it in a pretty cool spot, out of the way. A lot of saws, or a lot of companies, they have it hanging off the back here or something like that. They got it kind of hidden right in the handle here, which is cool. and you know, it's just out of the way right there. So I like that, you know, and it has all the measurements on it, you know, from, this is all like metal here, from your, you know, your angles, you know, all of the, on the bevel, all your measurements here, and right here to do like your depth of everything. So it's really cool. I'm real excited. You know, it has a max RPM of 3,700 RPMs, so it gets up there. It's powerful. And, you know, like I said, it's 10.8 pounds, but, you know, you got to have a bigger motor to run a 7 1/4 blade. You know, it's, you can't put it something, you know, you got to have that power. You know, having an inch bigger blade, you know, it puts a lot more strain on the engine, and you got to make those cuts. And, you know, the only other 7 1/4 saw is made by the other company, you know, who owns Ridgid, Milwaukee. They have a fuel that is just, it's out of this world. You know, it's not cheap though, you know, that's, you know, in a totally different ball game, but this is like your value prosumer circular saw. You know what I'm saying? If you want to go for the fuel, you're going to get maybe a little bit more better performance. You know, it's a little bit bigger engine, might be a little bit lighter, but, you know, this, you know, will do 95% of the population who, you know, whatever, the homeowner, the construction guy, it's going to be fine for. But that's pretty much it. I think I went over everything. Yeah, that's about it. So actually it's 10.4 pounds, not 10.8. You know, it's probably 10.8 pounds with this battery in it, but yeah, I think I went over everything. It's a great saw. It's a little bit heavy, but, you know, what are you going to do? That's, if you want a 7 1/4 blade, you're going to have some gives and some takes, you know. But here it is. It's the Ridgid Gen5X circular saw. Hopefully I'll be out this weekend cutting with it, and you get to see it in action. Any comments or questions, let me know. Just a real quick look. You know, like I said, I wanted not to do this whole, you know, review of the actual tool in the next video. I just want to get straight to cutting, and we can see what it can do. All right, any comments or questions, let me know.